we've had a day today, guys. Like, it was something. I will put it at that. So, we're gonna put our all into something else. Ooh. Dude, you know how fun it would be to just right at something, just like. Whew. I feel like so energized. Oh my god. I could run around for weeks. Let's do, this is on like my volume.
High volume.
Let's do this on high volume. What am I doing, bro? Wait, where can I set you? Huh. I'm gonna set that down real quick. Drag this over here. Okay. So I'm like decimating this tree. I can't lie. Or this bush is not a tree, it's a bush. I'm having so much fun with this thing. My autistic little brain.
The Protector.
Nah.
The Dark Empress.
Nah.
The Sun.
Sure. Also, my bike tire went flat. So, now I've got to get a new bike tire. As you can see, oh, okay. Now let me explain. Just because it's flat doesn't mean I have to get a new one. The tube inside of it, because I just filled it up today. I just pumped it back up, and it went flat within like 20-30 minutes of using it. So we think that the tube inside of it, or inside of like the rim of the tire, is broken, or at least has a hole or something in it. And yeah, so we have to get a whole new tire rim on the weekend. So that'll be fun. Also, I got these new little Jolly Rancher socks. I got these in Ohio. They were very fun. What if? I'll be right back. It'll be a brief pause for you. Turns out it was a brief pause for me too. Hi. So we turned out the light. I figured it'd make it easier to do this. Oh, okay, hold on. I gotta remember the... Ooh, no. I can't help but do this. This is so fun. It's like, when you do it, it's like you're going boom. You're just... I mean, you can see my hand's staying in relatively the same place. Ooh. It looks way less cool when I do it from the front. That's better. But not good enough.
Steady.
Nope.
Unstable.
There it is. Oh! I cracked myself in the head by doing that. Oh wait. It genuinely looks like a whole ball of light. Ooh. Smacked myself right in the glasses. Nope. 1, 2, 3. What was that? I feel like Cal Kestis. I'm just like raising it to use it as light. So funny.
The third hunter. The master. The Dark Lord Order.
I find your lack of faith disturbing. Let me do this with a little more power. Hold on. I did that wrong. I actually kind of like it more if I'm... The sensitivity on this thing is whack. I set the sensitivity a little too high. Like, watch. Let's just tap it, shall we? That's Cal Kestis. Yeah, I know that sound. That's in the first game. When he's fighting against Vader. Or defending himself. I guess he wouldn't be fighting, it's more like fighting, well, I guess fighting for his life. Same difference, right?
Fallen Apprentice Magenta.
Who is this supposed to be?
The Princess. Double Agent. Truly Lost. The Chosen.
You call this a diplomatic solution? What? Huh?
Medium volume. Battery level.
Ooh, what's this?
89%.
I'm getting yelled at for being too loud.
Wake up in the morning, your store better be locked.
It will be. Don't you worry, sweetheart. I know he's right-handed, but I'm left-handed, so I can't help it. Ooh. Ah, I just swiped myself in the ankles. I just crushed a palmetto bug. Stop it. Simply stop slapping me in the knees. There are bugs slapping me in the knees. Feels lovely. Why is this green?
Color change.
This should be yellow, not green. So we're gonna wait for this to turn green, or yellow. Purple. Uh-huh. Yeah. Gonna move on, you old bitch. That's white. Not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for yellow. Come on. Are you gonna give me a yellow color or not, twin? So you're not. So what you're telling me is you're gay. Just went back to purple and then it's going back to blue. What are you doing? Bro, you're selling. This is supposed to be rays. And I don't want it to be green because her color is not green.
Color select.
That's good enough. It's like a yellow-ish. I don't know if you can actually see that because it just looks like a ball of light to you, but it's yellow. It's like a yellowish, you know, like the crayon that's like yellowish green? Yeah, it's that color. God, I look ridiculous. I don't have like any robes or anything, you know? I'm just stuck in shorts and a freaking Beetlejuice shirt. Thank you. I should have yelled, "May the force be with you." Yeah, this is fine. Only problem is how quiet it is.
Set high volume. Medium
There it is.
volume.
I don't know who yelled that. I don't know them, but they just yelled it. I am such a fucking nerd, bro.
The assassin.
But also, they like, I don't think I've ever had somebody yell at me. Or yell to me. Oh my god, that's bright. Hey, friend. We see you. Don't you worry. Wow. Ow. That was really hard on my eyes. It's okay. There it goes. bow to the First Order. Battlefront 2 is such a cute game. Told me there was a Battlefront 3. Sigh. I haven't played it. I need to play like the early 2000s Battlefront 2, and then I need to play the original Battlefront 2. I played like the more modern one. Hold on, how does Ahsoka hold this shit? Because I know she has two, and one's shorter than the other, and that's supposed to be like her parrying blade, I'm assuming. I don't know. I haven't really watched Clone Wars and all that yet. Oh. It sounds like a dish, or like a sink. No, I'm trying to... There we go. Wait.
Wanderer, the protector,
I want to go back to the princess.
the son, the master, fallen apprentice, the princess.
There you are. This one's my favorite. Just like... I feel like if I had something that was more concealing and it wasn't pitch black, then this could be much easier to just like conceal and then pull out like that. But unfortunately, I'm like the size of two gnomes put on top of each other in a trench coat and maybe a sandwich on top of them. I need to stop holding that in reverse grip. Lightsabers are not useful in reverse grip. Cállate. Lightsabers are not useful in reverse grip. Cell Sword Arts taught me that. Cell Sword Arts is fire. I love their content so much. They're just goofy, I think. And I've enjoyed learning a little bit about fencing, like the smallest little bit, you know, like, what is it? There's blitzing, there's feinting, which is like that, or something, like, you go for I want to call it an overhand, but I don't think that's right. Overhand, you know, you're going two different things, you're faking it. At least, I'm pretty sure, because that's how I've heard it used in, well, obviously books aren't very accurate, but I've heard it used that way in books too. I'm a little bit of a nerd, guys. Oh. Ah. I'm holding it by the blade. Which, honestly, for some reason, feels good. Because it's like, one end is super heavy. Okay. And then one end is super light and maneuverable. Except I keep hitting myself in that area. Like, this whole area up here is a target area for getting my kneecaps busted. I don't even know who this would be. It's a solid purple color, but it's like a very light purple. I know you can't see that. It literally just looks like a ball of light. Even up in this point, which to me it is not as bright in person unless you're like up here, but it is not this bright in person as it appears on camera. I think I like it how it appears on camera way more because it genuinely looks like I'm holding an actual lightsaber.
Truly lost.
Oh, this is Cal Kestis, I think. That doesn't sound right. Hold on, let me hear this again. I don't know if that is Cal Kestis, but it does sound like Cal Kestis. Like, Truly Lost, that literally fits the entirety of the second game, where he's, you know, trying to find his way after losing the Order and, like, being seduced by the dark side and everything. It's like, this sounds almost exactly like it, but the lightsaber, I feel like, doesn't sound the same. Maybe it's because I don't listen to the saber swinging as much, and his grunts are so much louder than the saber. Well, it doesn't do any, like, of his noises. But I do hear scout troopers. That is the one noise that is so recognizable to me. It is Yuri in, okay, that sounds really bad. It is, I can't remember his last name, but he's got a really crazy last name. But he plays a lot of the scout troopers and whatnot in the Fallen Order game. Or he plays Rick the door technician, I know that much. But I'm pretty sure he does a lot of the scout troopers and all of those things. It's like something Owitz or something, I don't know. I can't remember for sure, but he also played as Spider-Man in the PlayStation games. Though I've only played the first one of that, but I will say that game was peak. I haven't watched anybody play the second one with Miles Morales and all that shit, but I've also heard that's kind of a dookie game. Hold on, I'm gonna back up so I can get the whole blade in. Yeah, that's Cal. I can hear his noise, his voice. He's got a very distinct and, like, specific voice. Oh, I have to do. Okay, wait, no. If I've got Anakin Skywalker, I have to do the iconic thing. I just have to. I have brought peace, freedom, justice, and security to my new empire. Your new empire. Don't make me kill you. Anakin, my allegiance is to the Republic, to democracy. I know I forgot a line for Obi-Wan because I did it in my head and I didn't say it out loud. But, yeah. If you are not with me, then you are my enemy. I will do what I must. I think. Or is it don't try it, don't make me... Like, I need to rewatch the third movie. It's literally my favorite of them. Like, I'm sorry, the original trilogy is great and all, but Revenge of the Sith, I love Anakin as a character so much more than Luke. Mark Hamill, amazing. Genuinely so great. Especially in the Star Wars series. But I picture Mark Hamill as my Joker. So it's kind of hard to, think of him as my Luke Skywalker. Because I grew up with him in Arkham. Or at least that's how he was introduced to me, I should say. That's like saying, Jim Carrey is my fucking Dr. Eggman over like Ace Ventura. Or there was a movie I had in my mind, The Mask. Shut up. Things like that. It's like things that come earlier. That's like I don't know. I feel like that should be their name rather than the more recent things. Unless those things are really that much greater, but let's be honest, things that were earlier in our times, were way less restrictive. It's so much better. Yeah. What did I put for this? Okay. Just like I could position it behind my head and just. Woo. Oh, Duolingo is yelling at me to do my Russian for the day. It's almost at 30 minutes. That's like good enough, right? I think this is enough yapping and messing with my lightsaber. Sorry that I didn't talk all that much. I'm just much more fascinated by a lightsaber rather than my own voice. So, so much better. I can't lock the door. There we go. Cool. Gotta do that and turn the lights back on. Alrighty. Well, there we go. Hi. We have like the slightest bit of light. Let's open that for a second. Hi. Wait, how does... Ooh. I can't do this without having this in my hand. How do I do this? Greetings, exalted ones. I love Luke Skywalker, but for me... Okay, I contradicted what I said with Mark Hamill, because, his Star Wars thing came way before, but, like, I didn't get into Star Wars for a very long time, and then I got into it, and, he was already Joker for me in the Arkham series, so, but, whatever, no, I was on point. I said whatever you're introduced to first, is, like, kind of their thing, unless it's what you first picture them as, unless a more recent thing is better, but whatever. I know I contradicted myself. My brain's a bit fuzzy today, so that's okay. I'm doing relatively fine. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for today. I love you all so much. In fact, I'll be right back. Hold on. If you haven't already, you know the drill if you've watched previous videos, or at least a few of them. I'm starting to say this every time now. I'm gonna do this out of habit, I guess. I love you all. Be safe. You're important and you're needed. And don't forget to drink water. Yep. Alrighty. Wow, what a day. I'll see you guys later though. Peace.